I have the hood off of the GM Andino because, well, you know, race truck. Let's see if this little V6 Ford can crank. I'm gonna go right to this side of the solenoid and just touch the hot to it and ground the other side of that on the frame somewhere. We're just gonna see if it'll crank. I know that it turns. Let's attach a ground and touch the hot to that. Let's go ahead and get this connected on here. Yeah, that's probably the better call. Now, ground it and see what happens. Explosions, fire, who knows? Did you see that? Okay, quick show of hands. How many think it's gonna fire? When I spray this instant start in there, dirt flies out. Here we go. You ready? Power on. Wait a minute, I just remembered the ignition has to be on. I don't know if the wiring is worth a dookie in here or not. Alright, that's now in the run position. Respond. The dirt flies out. Here we go. I'm gonna spray more. All right. Man, that is locked up. That linkage is smoked. The carburetor is sketchy at best. Just got to make sure there's spark. Everything under here is smoked, but it's cranking, right? See all these little wires here? I have no idea where they go. So I'm gonna jam them on wherever they'll fit. And maybe it'll complete a circuit somewhere that will make it so we have power. Some janky stuff, brother. All right. Some more hot there. Some power here. Some ground there. Or maybe I'll just hook up everything on the hot side. Absolutely every wire. One's going to be probably a start of some sort. Another one's going to be a run. You guys are like, he's just guessing. Yep. Damn right I am. You guys cuss at your car a lot when you're working on it? Yeah, same. I feel confident though, you know? Let's do the preliminary stuff here. Coil wire is on. Wire is hooked up to coil. Ignition box, man, these are junk. Almost certain that thing's smoked. I'm gonna get some pliers and beat the crap out of the carburetor for a moment. Can't find pliers. Using large bolt. There we go. It's an auto light. Oh well, Motorcraft auto light. They call them both. I see lots of plugs. I hate this crap. Speaking of which, see if that helps. It's a Ford McPherson after all. At least drivetrain wise. Get it all nice and flammable now. Alright. I don't even know if that bottom is opening up. The bottom of the Venturis. Boy, it's dirty in there. It is just nasty. I have to spray this all down. WD-40. I found a can of garage door lubricant. Well, you bet it's the same stuff as everything else. Let's get it up right here. There we go. So spray everything that looks like it's something that could potentially move that's not doing so. Come back out in a few minutes, charge this thing back up a little. I'm going to hook up the power on that side. Going to hook up the ground down here, have the key off, and see what has power of these poles. And then I'll turn the key to run, see what has power. Then I'll turn it to crank and see what has power. Let's come in here and turn the key to the off position. Make sure there's not an accessory. There's off, run, start. Okay, we're gonna go there. We should only have power right where the cable's hooked up. We shouldn't have power here, here, or obviously here. The power's on the box. Let's come over here, turn this on. It's grounded. Let's see if we have power there. There's the first one, nothing. Second one, nothing. Third one, nothing. But we come over here, we'll see there's full power on that side. Let's turn the key to the run position. I'm gonna guess that on run, wait a minute. Oh, there is. That's off. That's run, that's start. So we're on run. Let's go back to run. I'm guessing we'll have power on that one and not this one. There's the first one. No power. No power to that one. No power to that. I'm not sure if you can see this. See right there beside this lug, it says IGN ignition. This one over here says ACC accessory. That one over on that side says battery, one with the yellow, well, the green wire. And the one in the middle's gonna be hot, like all the time hot. Let's put a probe on there and confirm that's what everything's doing. Okay, I'm making progress. We obviously have no fuel and the carburetor's smoked, but watch this and listen closely. Well, I guess this pretty much shows you what I'm going to be doing next on here. Wiring harnesses are so cheap on Amazon these days. This is a 12 circuit and it was 34 bucks. I've used several of these before and I really like them because every few inches, see where it says accessory, every wire has what the circuit was intended for on the wire. Now you can change them around and use them for other stuff, but got a flasher on there, got a little relay there. These are so good for just a really cheap setup, which is exactly what this is going to be. In the meantime, the mutt is making progress, y'all. Closer and closer to becoming a thoroughbred. Well, it can't be a thoroughbred because it's an Ecuadorian GM with a Ford transplant out of a Pinto. I'm going to die, aren't I? Dang it. That's pretty cool, though. The reason it's cutting off as soon as I disconnect that down there is because it's cutting off not just power to the engine, but ignition and just everything that has to do with this. So I'm going to replace this. The starter's fine. I'm going to swap out the carburetor with the used one I have. This is still not moving. Got some work to do, but I'm making progress.